Welcome to the channel Smart Civil Engineer. In this video, let us learn the introduction to influence line and moving loads. So when we see the simply supported beam here, a point load P is applied at some point as shown in the beam here. So we can draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for the beam of point load P. That is called as structural analysis. Analyzing the beam by such parameters can be called as structural analysis. But when this load is applied at some point, apart from these loads, UDL, UVL and other types of loads, inclined loads can also be applied on a beam. But these point loads and UDLs are stationary. Till now what we have done is, when these loads are at stationary position, we have analyzed the shear force and bending moment. So when a load moves from one place to another place in a beam or any type of structure, those loads are called as moving loads. When the load moves from one end to another end on a beam, there will be a variation in the functions of a beam. As shown in the figure, this load P is moving from A to B or from B to A. This circle shape represents a moving load, a point moving load, right? So what is a moving load? These loads which move over a beam are termed as moving loads or rolling loads. So due to these moving loads, there will be a variation in the functions. What are those functions? Coming back to the figure, when load P moves from A to B, suppose load P is at A here, the reaction at A will be as that of load P. At that same time, when the load P is at A, the reaction at B will be 0. Again I am repeating, when the load is at A, the reaction at A will be same that as that of load. At the same time, the reaction at B will be 0 because the load is at A. As the load moves from A to B, as the load moves from A to B, there will be a change in the reaction at A. So what is that change in the reaction at A? That can be drawn as a diagram, which is called as an influence line diagram for the reaction at A. In the same manner, if we draw a diagram of the reaction at B, the variation of the reaction at B when the load moves from B to A, that is load, the reaction will be P and going on decreasing at some rate, and it will be 0 at A, right? The diagram is called as influence line diagram for the reaction at B. So due to these moving loads, there is a variation in the functions that include reaction, which we have discussed just now, shear force, bending moment or deflection. Fine. So what is an influence line? It is nothing but it represents the variation of the functions at a specific point only. Even though the load moves from A to B, we suppose that the load is stopped at some point, and what variation it changes when it is from moving from A to B or B to A, that diagram, that line is called as an influence line. Here a live example. P1 is a point load, suppose. So where does this truck come from? It comes from this point and travels along this beam and it leaves at this point. So what is the rule of P1 here? Initially P1 was here, after some time it is here, after some time it is here, then here, then here, and here. So we suppose that P1 is there only and draw the shear force diagram for that load which knows the variation of the shear force, that is called as an influence line diagram for shear force. In the same manner, if we draw the diagram for bending moment, that will be a influence line diagram for bending moment. Okay, shear force diagram, bending moment diagram, and influence line diagram for shear force, influence line diagram for bending moment. Please don't get confused with this. So what is an influence line diagram? It is a representation of the variation of the functions when a moving load is applied on a beam. So an influence line can be drawn for reactions at the ends. Number 1, that means two reactions, RA and RB, because there are only two ends, right? If it is a cantilever beam, we are having only one end. Next, shear force. So we draw an influence line diagram for shear force. This is not a shear force diagram. This is an influence line diagram for shear force. Please don't get confused. And third one is bending moment. Influence line diagram for bending moment. So influence line diagram can be drawn for reactions at the ends, shear force, and also bending moment. What is the importance of influence lines generally? It is used to determine the impact of live moving loads at a single point as the load moves across the beam. Here again we can mark that it is only at a single point. Okay, don't get confused that load is always moving and we are going along with that load to find the reaction, shear force and bending moment. No, yes the load is moving, but we stop that load. Yes brother, where are you going? Please, I need to find the reaction when you are at A and when you are at B. Please stand right now here only. I need to find some parameters from you for shear force, how you are influencing the shear force, how you are influencing the bending moment, how you are influencing the reactions when you are moving. That thing is called as influence line, and if you draw it in a form of a diagram, that is called as influence line diagram. Simple. It is also used in the design of structures that resist live moving loads, a bridge, a train, a railway track, a railway bridge. All these structures are designed even for moving loads too, not only for dead loads, live loads, right? So here don't get confused with shear force, bending moment diagram and influence line diagram. We have a statement here. I am reading it. Influence line represents the effect of a moving load only at specified point on a member. Only at a specified point on a member the load is moving, but it is found only at a specified point. That means the load is stopped for a second. We are requesting the load to stop so that we can draw some diagrams. Whereas a shear force diagram and bending moment diagram represents the effect of fixed loads at the points along the axis of the member. Here we can see fixed loads. What is fixed loads? That's what we have discussed at the earlier. Those are the stationary loads. Fine. Many type of loads will be there on a beam. Every load is fixed. Many types of loads will be there on a beam. All the loads are moving. For a railway engine, how many tires will be there, or how many wheels will be there? A train of loads, that is called as a train of loads. So many loads will be moving, that can be called as a train of loads. It may be UDL or UVL or whatever. So thank you for listening patiently. Please subscribe to this channel for more updates. Problems will be discussed in the upcoming videos. Thank you.